Lynn asks, how do you deal with students who are disruptive during preschool class, and should you kick them out? Now, before I get started on this topic, I want to be really clear. There is definitely a school of thought over here and a school of thought over here. You'll know at the end of this video which one I am in and which one I am not. But this school of thought over here basically says you should never kick a student out of preschool class, because what is that saying? That you can't handle the child? You know, every child deserves a preschool education. Every child deserves to be in a preschool classroom. So you should never, ever, ever kick a child out of a preschool classroom. Now that's one school of thought, okay? The people who solidify that school of thought are gonna be people with, you know, we'll just leave it there. This other school of thought, my friends, is my school of thought. And that is the fact that I am running my preschool business the way that I want to run it. And while I definitely want to have as many preschoolers in my program as possible, I still have to realize at the end of the day, I am just one woman. I can only do so much. Sometimes the other people who are talking about, oh, you should never kick a person out of your preschool class, right? Well, guess what happens in these situations? They have a lead teacher, an assistant teacher, an aide, an additional person that can help them with whatever the things are that they're struggling. They'll pull in additional guidance. Guys, we don't have that support system in our preschool programs. We literally have us, right? The one-woman show, the owner, the teacher, the director, the everything, right? All three hats. And so when I look at this, I say, awesome. If I worked in a preschool that had all that support, I totally understand how you could handle kiddos who are super disruptive, who are super aggressive, who are super destructive, okay? But then I look over here and I say, I'm only one woman. And if I have a class of 12 preschoolers and there is one student who rips everything off my walls, if there is one student who bites other students and won't stop, if there is one student who swears at me and throws things at me and tries to kick me, like excessively all the time, guess what? I'm gonna say to that student's parents, I'm gonna say we're not a right fit, okay? And it is a-okay to say that. Because at the end of the day, I love that one student. I will try as hard as I can to help that student be successful in my preschool program. I will, guys. I don't just immediately give up on a student. However, there will come a time when I have 11 other students who are suffering because of that one student. And that to me says that that is not worth it. Okay, so yeah, there's two schools of thought, and that's awesome. If you are in a preschool program where you literally are a preschool teacher and you have all that support, I get where you're coming from. I get that you can go grab another teacher. I get that you can take that student out to a different classroom or out to the director's office or out to any place else, you know, and to be able to continue with your preschool program as planned. Okay, I get that. We don't have that luxury. We're literally our own selves in our classroom of students, and whatever happens with that one student, I can't reach out for additional help. I don't have an extra teacher. I don't have an assistant. I don't have an aide. I don't have a support staff for that person. So it's just me. So when that happens, I say, let's try everything we can to help that student be successful, but do realize at the end of the day, my preschool may not be the best fit for that student. Now, I'm not saying that at that point that it's the student's fault. I'm saying that it's just not a right fit for my preschool, okay? My preschool may not be the right fit for that student. Maybe the student needs to be in a place where they have additional support, where they have a smaller student staff ratio, or where they can pull, you know, a one-to-one teacher assistant for that child. That's awesome if they can do that. But here, I can't let the other 11 preschoolers suffer for weeks upon weeks upon weeks. There is a time when we need to say enough is enough, and I'm sorry this just isn't working out anymore, and I wish you all the best, and here's a refund for the last amount of the tuition that you've paid but you haven't been able to come to preschool class. Hey, let's take a quick second here. I wanted to ask you, How are you doing? I mean, it's exciting to start a preschool, but are you feeling kind of alone? Is there anyone that you have to talk to about these exciting ideas or even some of your fears or some of your questions, right? Do you have a notebook full of questions? I bet you do. How would you love to be surrounded by myself and hundreds of successful preschool owners on the same journey as you're on, starting, running, and growing your preschool? I'd like to invite you to our Preschool All-Stars. It's an exclusive membership community where that's honestly the only place that I hang out online. And we're there to support you, cheerlead you on, and answer all of your questions. Truly, you will never be alone inside of Preschool All-Stars. You'll also have access to our exclusive, extensive library of done-for-you files, step-by-step video trainings, and all of my systems. I can't wait for you to jump in. Just click the link in the description or go to preschoolallstars.com, and I can't wait for you to join us so that you'll never feel alone again. Let's say that something does happen where you have a kiddo who, as much as you've tried so hard to be able to work with the parents, to partner, to do sticker charts, to do praise, to reward, all these different things you can try, right, with a student, but at the very end of the day, it's not working out. That's when you say, to the parents, thank you so much for partnering with me. Thank you for trying so hard to make this work. Based on our preschool experience, I just don't know that this is the right fit anymore for your son. And I might recommend this other preschool for them, right? And then give them a recommendation of another great preschool in your area, okay? Now, is it still gonna hurt? Yeah. Is it still gonna be so hard? And are the parents even maybe gonna be mad at you? Yeah. Guys, that's life. You can't control their reaction. You can do your very best over days and weeks and months even, okay? But at the end, if it literally is not getting better and 11 other students are suffering because one student literally just isn't working out in your preschool, you just gotta cut the ties, because your own sanity, your own happiness, the happiness of the 11 students and their paying parents, might I add, that you have 11 paying parents that expect a good preschool experience for their child. And if one student is ruining it for 11 other families, I mean, come on, you can only go out to the parents so many times and say, oh, hi, can I talk to you? And 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 can I talk to you? Because it's your child. And, your child just hit all these 5 students, or every single day it's your child. And, oh, I need to talk to you about what a friend did to your son, right? And of course, not naming names, but, right? Like, you can only do that for so long until all the parents are like, are you kidding me? Like, how long is this gonna go on, right? When that happens, I just cut ties, make it clean, a clean break, and that does sometimes mean that I refund tuition, and I'm totally okay with that, because I feel that I should get paid for the time that I taught preschool, yes, but if I'm sending them on their way, I don't need to keep their tuition money that they've already paid me that they haven't attended preschool. Let's say that they have a $200 a month payment, and they've gone half-time for the first very part of the month. Fine, so that $100 you've already paid for, here is a $100 refund check for the rest of the month. Okay, what is that gonna allow the parents to do? Number one, they're not gonna be pissed off too much because you're literally giving them money back, okay? And they can figure out in their head that we paid, but we didn't attend that. So in their head, they're like, well, that's money is ours. And I know that you have policies upon policies about how you'll never refund tuition. I get that. Guys, policies though are sometimes just to protect you from what parents think you'll do, okay? So it's side tangent. I have a policy in my handbook that says if you're late picking up your kid, it's $5 for every 15 minutes you're late. Have I ever enforced that? No. Okay. The reason why is because I don't want parents to think it's okay to pay money just so they can be late. Like, no, I'm not going to enforce that. Like, I'm not going to reward that with asking you to pay me $5 when I had to spend 15 minutes of my own time, which is worth way more than $5, by the way, waiting for your child to get picked up. I'm not going to reward you by just letting you hand me money and being like done with it. No, thank you. It's hello, 3 minutes after class. Sorry, this is a side tangent, but hi, preschool class is over. I still have John here. Are you on your way to pick up? You're just making sure that your policies are there to protect you. But most importantly, they're also there that you can bend if you need to. So yes, if I do have a student who I need to send on their way, I will refund that amount of tuition. Do I refund the registration fee? No, okay? Unless it's like literally the beginning of class or at the beginning of the school year, where the kid couldn't even stay for the very first day, okay? I've had that happen too, like a 2-year-old who is almost 3, but really 2 in all intents and purposes, and just was not ready for our preschool program. In that situation, I will literally hand the parent all the money back. There's your registration fee, there's the first month's tuition, and I love you, I'll see you back in a year. Your kiddo's just not quite ready for preschool yet, okay? And sometimes I've had those parents come back, but it takes a full year. If they can't handle day 1, guys, don't take them back 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. No, it literally, if they can't handle day 1, it will take them a full year to be able to be ready to come back. It's just developmental, trust me. Okay, that was a big side tangent. I hope that was super helpful to you. Post in the comments below, have you ever had an experience where you've had to say goodbye to a student that you've loved, but just are not able to accommodate in your preschool program? Post in the comments below, and as always, please comment, like, subscribe, and share so I can get you more of these videos.